Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. We are team Amanar from Al Akhawain University. First, we want to thank all the sponsors of this competition for allowing us to be able to participate in this competition. And we are going to be presenting our solution, Nor ID Plus. First, let's introduce our team. We have Fatem Zara Igenfer, our project lead and AI engineer, Nadab Al Khayat, which is me, ML engineer, Hiba Jabbar, our business analyst, and Yunus Mhamdi Sharadi, our system architect and cybersecurity specialist. As we are proudly Moroccans and we are believing on the vision of our country, we want to present a quote by His Majesty King Mohammed VI, which is: We place the security of supply, the availability of energy, and the preservation of our environment at the pinnacle of our concerns. So it is very important for us as Moroccans to tackle such problem. So this is the problem background, which gaps in Morocco's energy subsidy system. We can see that we have inefficient paper-based regarding current energy subsidies in Morocco, relying on slow manual processes prone to errors and fraud. And there's also no link between people and properties. There is no unified way to connect citizens to specific homes or energy uses, making fair distribution difficult. And also, wasted resources without real consumption data, subsidies are often mislocated, costing both money and energy. And also the digital gap in public services as Morocco advances in the digital 23 vision. Key sectors like energy remain disconnected.
Thank you to my teammate Nada. This is Fatem Zara, the team lead and AI engineer of this project. So, moving on, I would like to present what motivated us to work on Noor ID Plus. So, first, it is very difficult to ensure that subsidies in Morocco reach their intended recipients, and there is this lack of consumption based allocation of subsidies. Also, we are in need of equitable access across demographies, being it homeowners, farmers, or entrepreneurs. So this is for the social aspect or the social motivation. Also, and as Nada said, we have paper-based processes which are susceptible to fraud. Digital authentication increases transparency, and this is a goal of the project. Also, we are motivated by making decisions turning decision making into data driven decisions and enable targeted policies. Also, of course, we are supporting Morocco's transition to renewable energy, which aligns with the digital 2030 strategy. And all of this project is informed by sustainable energy infrastructure planning. Finally, we would like to promote a novel integration of digital identity with energy tracking in Africa, um, in general, and in Morocco specifically. And then we are bridging the gap between monitoring solution and subsidy distributions, which is very unique to our solution. Actually, here is the solution overview introducing Noor ID Plus. So we suggest a framework that is designed to improve the fairness, efficiency, and sustainability of energy subsidy distribution in Morocco and Africa in general. We suggest or we propose the digital ID, energy ID, DEID, that we are calling DEID. So, by securely linking national ID cards, property ownership certificates, and cadastral plans, we allow our Moroccan and African citizens to have an assigned unique DEID that connects them to specific properties and their energy usage. We also offer real time consumption data, which is analyzed to ensure subsidies go to those who truly need them and based on usage, not outdated estimates. Also, we are using biometric authentication and OCR based document validation and encrypted QR codes to make sure that Nor ID Plus is trustworthy. Finally, uh, we are um, um, we are making the allocation of subsidies data driven. So we reduce waste and support Morocco's transition towards sustainable energy management to hopefully promote equity and empower communities in Africa and in African countries and Morocco. Now you might wonder what makes Noor ID Plus a unique project. So first of all, we are unifying we are the first unified and as of our knowledge, digital ID system in Africa that integrates property verification with energy tracking. We actually combine three government credentials that are national ID, cadastral plans, ownership certificates into one digital energy ID, GEID. We transform paper processes to digital to a digital trustworthy workflow, and we prevent any subsidy frauds through our biometric authentication and QR code generations. Finally, we have a consumption tracking specific to each and every um, property. And all of these projects, as I said, and as I will say many times, supports Morocco's vision to have a digital Morocco by 2030. So, how do we use digital identity in our project? First, we are combining three government credentials that are already digital, and we are leveraging those in our project. So we have the national ID card, the cadastral plans, and property ownership certificates. The three credentials are already digitalized by the Moroccan government. We have a biometric verification through facial recognition or face recognition. We validate the documents required or submitted by the users or the users of this application through MOSIP platform. And then we cross-reference or we check these documents against the Ministry of Interior database. We also generate a secure QR code, um, QR code for each individual so that they can get access to key energy services and subsidies. So the unique identifier that is associated with our energy consumption here combines three other identifiers, which are the national ID, the cadastral plans, and properties. And what makes Noor ID Plus very unique. Here's the system architecture. First, I'm starting with an overview of the system. And as I just said, the framework we propose creates a unified DEID that combines the Moroccan national ID, the cadastral plan, and the certificate of property ownership. This integration addresses the critical gap in Morocco's renewable energy distribution system, where we have fragmented records, which makes it challenging to allocate subsidies in an efficient way. Of course, we are using here APIs from the Ministry of Interior, the MOSIP Identity API, and others to connect to these other digital identities that are provided in other platforms. So for here, this is a nice sequence diagram that sums up how the project works or how Noor ID Plus operates. We have different modules, mainly three modules. So first, I'm starting with the authentication and verification module. This module authenticates users via MOSIP by collecting personal biometric data, which is verified through the Ministry of Interior's API, as shown in the first figure. Once validated, a secure user profile is created and stored. Verified users proceed to GID generation, receiving a QR code granting access to energy services while preserving privacy. Moving on, we have the document validation module that relies on that follows the identity verification, and in which the system retrieves cadastral plans and ownership certificates via the ANCFCC API provided by the Moroccan government. It validates documents through signature checks, structural analysis, and OCR based field extraction. These verified documents are encrypted and stored securely in the MOSIP database, ensuring legal authenticity and secure linkage to the user's identity. Finally, we have the digital energy ID generation. So after the user requests it, the system generates a DID by combining verified personal and property data with a unique identifier. Then this QR encoded DID, compliant with Moroccan data regulations, ensures secure, fraud-resistant linkage between individuals and properties. Users can access their energy services through our platform, and thanks to their generated digital energy ID, and they can also access their subsidies using this digital identifier by showing this QR code to the government parties um, that are responsible of subsidies allocations. That's it. Thank you very much. We, as Amanar team, would like to thank you for this opportunity, and see you. Bye bye.